When I send all my doubts and demons on their way, every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today.
Yes, friends, this is the moment. I want to say I appreciate all of you, and you get the victory bell for being here and being so amazing. And you know who else is amazing? My next guest. Her name is the amazing Dr. Natasha Robinson. She is a best-selling author, speaker, and CEO of Global Mindset Solutions. With over 20 years in corporate America, she empowers high-achieving women to overcome imposter syndrome, align purpose with success, and lead with authenticity. Through her signature REM approach, reflection, empowerment, and mindset shifting, Natasha helps women flip the script on self doubt and embrace their brilliance. So, without any further delay, let me welcome the one, the only, my good friend who I met on the Influencers Cruise, who also has an amazing best selling book, the one who walked to school uphill both ways in the snow, barefoot, the one and only Natasha Robinson. Welcome to the show, Natasha. I'm so happy to be here. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Thank you so much for having me on, Roger. I'm
Oh, thank you
feeling
so
pretty
much.
amazing today.
Oh, I can't wait. And everybody else who's watching the live right now, if you want to feel great too, click the link down below so that you can also leave comments on the live. So let's not wait any further. Let's get right to the good stuff. So Natasha, we met on the Influencers Cruise just a couple of months ago, and I remember us hanging out at the airport terminal, just chit chatting, and we were talking about books and authors and entrepreneurship, and said, "Hey, we got to get you on the show because you have a great story, and I want to hear more about it." So, when did you first realize that you were struggling with imposter syndrome, and how did that shape your journey?
Yeah, absolutely. When I started my journey of finding my purpose, when you start that journey, you learn a lot about yourself. And so
Hmm.
through that journey, I realized that I was struggling with imposter syndrome. At the time, I had no idea what it was until I started researching more into it, and I realized, hey, this is
Right.
me. I am that person who is high achieving. I have accomplished a lot, in my 21 years in corporate America and just throughout my life, but I still questioned, am I good enough? Do I belong here?
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
who wants to listen to me? So I had all of those self doubts, but I realized it while I was on my journey of finding purpose.
Yeah. I gotcha. And I love that. And what inspired you to create this REM approach? And how has that helped you personally flip the script on your own inner critic?
What inspired me was the journey. So that's
Hmm.
how the REM approach came about. And
Yeah.
even though REM, most people know that is about, sleeping, right, and dreaming.
Rapid
And
eye movement, or it's the band.
right, right. And so for me, it was kind of a wake up call, because when I realized that I had become complacent with my life, um,
Mm,
I wasn't sleeping. I was, just restless. And one night I read up about REM sleep, and I realized, you know what? I'm not only, I'm not sleeping, so I'm not dreaming. But
right.
then I realized I wasn't even dreaming about the life that I was living, right? I was no longer dreaming about my own goals and my own life. And so with that, I just turned it into, okay, what can I do to get back um, on track with my own life and start finding my purpose. And so instead of it being about sleeping and dreaming, I
Yeah.
realized I needed to start living the life of my dreams. And that
Yeah.
started with reflection, right? I needed to do a self reflection. I needed to identify what was holding me back. And then once I realized what was holding me back, then I can empower myself and reclaim my inner authority. And
Right.
the last one, of course, is mindset shifting. Everyone needs to shift their mind.
Yep.
Once I
Yes, they do.
did that evaluation, I started to empower myself. Now I needed to take actions, but not just actions, but actions that align with my purpose. So it all
Mhm.
just came about not being able to sleep, honestly.
Right.
And I just thought about a way that I can get back to the life that I deserve, like so
Yep.
many of us, and living a life of my dreams.
Oh, I love how you say that, like, getting back to the life that you deserve. Ooh, great phrase. I love that. So
Yeah.
so now, what does flipping the script on your own inner critic actually look like in real life? Because a lot of people talk theory, like what how does it work for you? Like, what's the application?
So flipping the script. So once I found my purpose, I
Mhm.
realized that I wanted to focus more on imposter syndrome because so many
Yeah.
women are struggling with that.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
a lot of
Man.
people say, I want you to, oh, right, men too, exactly.
Men too.
And so many people say, I want to walk you through overcoming it. Well, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a
Yeah.
psychiatrist, right? So I can't help you overcome, but what I can do is help you benefit from it. So you're going to take every
Mm.
negative comment, every negative thought, every negative situation, and you're going to flip the script on that and make it a positive one. Right. So when
Mhm.
people say, oh, you are a perfectionist, right? You always got to have everything. Well,
Yep.
some people see perfectionist as a negative thing, but guess what? That means I produce quality work. That's how I'm flipping the script instead of seeing
That's
it
what it means. Yeah.
negative. I produce quality work. So that's how you flip the script. You just take every negative conversation, negative feeling, and you just flip it into a positive.
Yeah, I love that. And by the way, like I do something similar like in my coaching where I talk about, you don't fail anything in life. You either learn something or you win something. That's it. You either win something or you learn something, but you don't really fail,
Hmm.
right? And so, failure is only if you take a failure and you just stay there for the rest of your life. And
Or
guess
you
what? Every
never
single yeah, and so like business owners know every single successful seven-figure business owner, they failed a bunch of times. Every single one of them failed a bunch of times. By the
try.
way, Amazon was a failure. The
Right.
first three companies he made uh, Cadabra, and that failed. Then he made Relentless, and then that failed. And
Okay.
then finally he made Amazon, and in a lucky stroke, that really hit a grand slam, right?
Right.
But
Right.
still, even the largest companies in the world took years to develop, or they were failures initially, and they had to learn from what didn't work so they could optimize and adapt and they could pivot. And that's all business is. It's just you're
Exactly.
constantly streamlining, adapting, optimizing, and improving. So, what an amazing thing. Do you have a success story that you could share with us about someone that's gone through your program? And without without sharing their name, but just tell us kind of like what was their problem, what did they go through, and how did they benefit from your training?
Yes, absolutely. I actually have two good examples of
Okay.
women in the workplace.
Okay.
One was, working on a job for a long time, 10, 15 years, I want to say, but
Yeah.
wasn't able to, what pretty much going through the same thing that I went through of
Yeah.
just becoming complacent and didn't feel like they were following their passion. So
Hmm.
my three-step approach, once she got into the program, she realized, you know what, my passion lies over here. So the
Yeah.
thing about it is, your passion is your is for you, really, right? But what's your purpose? So we need to get in alignment. And what I found with a lot of women is that you're not unhappy with what you're doing, you're just out of alignment. And so the program helped to
Hmm.
pull her into alignment with her passion. And once she did that, she applied for a different opportunity and got it, which gave her more time to focus
Hmm.
on the things that she's really passionate about. So just going through that program really helped. And then also with my recent imposter syndrome rollout, um, I did have one young lady to also let me know, hey, I was struggling with imposter syndrome and I didn't know. So I took the practice that you put in and I told
Hmm.
myself a different story. So I once she believed in herself, she went for an
All
interview,
it takes.
applied, and it was like and one thing I say is whatever's in you comes out. So if you don't believe in yourself, other people can see that you don't believe, right?
Oh, I
It's you
love
give
that.
off that negative
That's
energy
right.
about yourself. But when you started to believe in yourself, guess what? Other people believe in you too, and you spoke with more confidence, and you believe that you deserve that job, and
Yep.
got that job that same day, and is happy, with the outcome, and still putting in practice because it's a lifetime thing. You don't do it one time and stop, right?
Yeah.
It is ongoing. So two examples of those that have just shared with me about that their recent
Oh, it's
outcome.
beautiful.
Mhm.
It's so nice. Now I want to share something else with you. Now, you have a free gift that you want to share with the audience, and please tell them what is it that they're getting, get, that they get when they click on your link down below.
Yeah, so the free gift is it's called the My Personalized Imposter Syndrome Diagnostic Report. And what it
Hmm.
does, it's just a tool to help you continue that inner work that you start on yourself. So once you realize that you are struggling with imposter syndrome, you have to acknowledge that. A lot of people don't want to acknowledge because they see it as a negative thing. But
Right.
once you
Mhm.
acknowledge that, hey, I am struggling with this thing, the diagnostic report is going to help you focus on what's the because it's five different types of imposter syndrome, right? We all know that.
Yep.
Some people know that, but some are more some stand out more than others, right? We struggle with all of them at some phase in our lives, but
Right.
what's the one that's really holding you back? So the report or the diagnostic is going to help you focus on that one that's really holding you back. And now
Hmm.
let's focus on that and let's get over those barriers, and it really just kind of help you pinpoint and give you actionable steps to deal with it, right? To benefit from it, to flip the script on it. So it's a really nice
Right.
tool to kind of just get you going, and continue on with your progress, right? Because you have to get started.
Nice. Very good. So if you're watching right now on the live, you thrive, and if you're watching on the replay, you get to play again. Make sure you click the link down below. If you're on the podcast, it'll be in the show notes. If you're on Instagram, it'll be somewhere else at the bottom. If you're on the reels, it'll also be in the comments. So take a look. You guys are a smart audience. You can find it. Make sure you click that, and then you'll get to ring the victory bell. And for those that have not done so yet, give us some likes, give us some hearts and some thumbs up so that we know that you're getting value from here. Because our goal is to give as much impact and value as we can to all of you. So thank you so much. And Natasha, we're going to shift gears a little bit and talk about the softer side of Sears, and just get to know you more as a person. Because I always say that people don't join a business; they join a person. So tell
Right.
me a little bit more about you. Where'd you grow up, and how did you grow up?
Yes, absolutely. I am originally from Fayetteville, North Carolina, so I am a country girl.
Hey,
Um,
nice.
I grew up in a very loving family. My parents are, into church. My mother's a minister. My father's a
Ah,
deacon.
nice,
So I grew up in the church world,
nice. I
and
sing in the church world, so I know that environment a lot.
yes, so absolutely. I grew up believing in something that's greater than me, right? I
Yep.
know everyone don't
Hmm.
believe in the same, but I believe, in God.
Yeah.
And so
Mhm.
growing up in that environment, just knowing how to love myself. It doesn't mean imposter syndrome doesn't still kick in, but what it
Yeah.
means is that I didn't grow up not believing in myself. Circumstances happen that where you jump into that. But growing up, oh yeah, I absolutely believe I could do anything that I put my mind to because that's what I was told. And I
Right.
did just that. I left high school. I went off to college. So I went to North Carolina A&T State University. Go Aggies.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah. North Carolina,
um,
the Tar Heels, right?
no, the Aggies. It's in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh, you're in Greensboro. Okay.
Yeah.
I have some friends down in Greensboro. They own a karate school.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
I always
absolutely.
said hello, the Skodas. If you ever see the Skoda Karate Academy, say
Okay.
hey. Hey. Hey Joe. Hey Joey.
Hey,
Hey
Joe.
Sybil.
Yes, and I have one brother,
Yeah.
and this is the thing. I'm 18 years older than my brother, so
Oh
so as
wow.
I was graduating high school,
That's a
they
difference.
decided to have, yeah, they don't want to be empty nesters. They were not ready,
Surprise!
right? So
Graduation surprise.
absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
a graduation surprise. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Nice,
we
nice.
definitely
What
come from a close family. We are a very close knit.
I love that you have a nice close family. It helps so much. What about growing up? Was there any sort of a movie or a book that helped inspire you to become the way you are now?
A movie or a book, I can't really say that there was a movie or a book while I was growing up that
Okay.
inspired me. I
Or
think
more recent.
just my yeah, I think just my home life, just my mom, her and I are like best friends. If you saw us, you would think we were twins.
Yeah.
So just that close knit, and my dad, of course. When you have someone who will do anything for you and a family that will be there, that's the
That matters
encouragement
so
that
much.
yeah, that's the encouragement that I needed. So I can't really say there was one book or a movie as I was growing up. Now, of course, as an adult, I am inspired by some, books and movies that I've seen, but not as a kid, I can't say.
Gotcha, gotcha. All good. What about what was your favorite kind of music, either then or now?
Well, always gospel music, honestly.
Mm,
I do like all music, but most of the time, that is what I listen to because I need the inspiration on a regular basis, right? So I want to wake
yeah,
up to positive, and I want to go to sleep to something positive. But I do like R&B, rap, just like
yeah.
everyone else. But I would say, if anything, if you catch me on a daily basis, I have listened to something inspirational, some type of gospel
Yeah, I
song.
like it. I like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I love that old gospel sound, like that Motown kind of sound. I'm a
Hmm.
big fan of the Temptations back in the day, and, like a lot of their inspiration came from church music, because
Okay.
the four men that formed the group, they a lot of them were church singers, so they were
And
like,
church,
it's got
right.
so like Smokey Robinson.
Hmm.
By the way, he is one of the most undervalued song writers of all time. Incredible
So,
story writer, songwriter.
mhm,
And when he wrote My Girl, it came from like almost like a church theme. It's like, it connected, then it harmonized. And
okay.
you just felt the chords like shape and create and
Right.
sort of like gel.
Mhm.
And oh man, I'm getting chills already just talking about it. you
I
know,
know you are a music lover,
I
Rajas.
can you can tell, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, like I get excited by that, man. Last night I went to my son's choir concert. Oh
Mhm.
man, there's hearing those music, those beautiful harmonies. Oh, I
Okay.
felt alive. And I was saying it ever since the cruise, I have to find a way to get more music in my life every day.
Mhm.
So ever since then, I've been playing my piano more. As soon as we're at
Okay.
home, I'm helping my daughter learn guitar a little bit. So I'm just having more fun musically. And I got to say, someday like I need to go down south. I need to go down south to like a Baptist church and sing with my soul and surprise people because like I don't look it, but I got some
But
soul
you
right in
got some
here.
soul in you.
I
Oh,
do.
I heard that on the cruise. So you have a little bit of soul in you, but
You got a little taste of it. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You saw the tip of the
absolutely.
iceberg. You know.
Yes, if you
But
ever
yeah.
come down to North Carolina, we will take you. Now, I will say Baptist churches, it's fine. I grew up in a holiness church, close,
Okay.
but a little bit more. I don't know if it's a little bit more soul or what, however you want to say it,
Whatever you
but
say. No, no, it's all good.
yeah,
It's all good.
yeah,
It's all equally soulful.
absolutely.
It's okay.
We go to both, but I did grow up in a holiness church.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all one love. We
Yeah,
all
yeah.
serve the
I
same
like
God.
it.
So yeah.
Yeah. Do you have like a favorite quote of someone that's inspired you? Maybe like a motivational speaker or some leader or somebody whose words you really want to follow.
Not a quote that
Okay.
I would say, but I would say, a book that's inspiring me, now that
Yeah.
inspires me now, outside of my own book, of course. Um,
Sure.
but I like the book, Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. She also
Oh, I
did
love Shonda Rhimes.
on that as well, Year of Yes. And it right now, it resonates with me because I'm currently on that journey, right? I'm in my season of where I want to make sure that I say yes to all these things, right? Anything
Yep.
that fears me, or any fears that I'm facing, I want to say yes to all the opportunities that come my way. So
I
I
like how
can't
you
give
said
you
that.
one
Yep.
quote, but it's
Hmm.
definitely this particular book that is
Hmm.
inspiring me now. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Am I afraid to do this interview? Yes, but I'm here. so
Yes,
I
it is.
so yeah, this is
Yeah,
my year of saying yes. So I would say no one quote, but this book for me now is resonating with me.
I feel you. I love it. I love it. So, what do you, at the end of all this, what do you want people to recall about you?
About me,
Hmm.
I want people to know that I'm authentic, right? When
Mm,
I say, I'm here to help you, I mean that. When I ask you how you're doing, I'm genuinely interested in how you're doing. It's not just a way for me to speak and say, "Hey, how you doing?" No, I'm interested. If I'm asking, I'm interested. I'm just a authentic person, and I am the best version of myself right now, and I'm
yeah,
always here to help others become that, the best version of themselves. So I'm genuinely a happy person, happy for everyone around me. I'm so excited about the show
I
that
love
you're
it.
doing. It's like, I'm just happy at your
I
success
mean,
and all of the
that's
things that
great.
you're
That's great. Yep.
yeah.
Beautiful. And it's so, and this is my last question here, and I always find this is always a fun one. What is your favorite food?
All things seafood. All
All,
things seafood. I know you would think that it's all things soul food.
yeah.
That's a yes too,
No,
but
I make no assumptions.
yeah,
No, whatever you pick.
all things seafood. I love all seafood. That is my all-time favorite.
Seafood, really?
Yes.
What's a good seafood place near you?
Well, here in Charlotte, we often go to, I want to say it's called the Red Juicy Crab or something. We order
Really?
there all the time. So I can say that I love it. Some others
Ooh.
might name something else,
Yeah, I
but
keep hearing about people like they go to the beach and they do like a clam bake or a crab
yeah,
bake in the beach in the
yes,
sand. I'm like, that sounds like fun. I want to try that one time.
yes,
All right. So
absolutely.
hang on to that thought.
Okay.
Hello? Red Juicy Crab? Yeah, yeah. Listen, I have a VIP guest here. We need a pallet of your crab bakes and clam bakes and everything in the green room stat. Okay? Okay, good. Okay, make sure you tell her I sent you. Her name is Natasha, and she's my VIP. Thanks. So my totally real call to the clam bake over there. So you can have some food in the green room. So
Okay.
Natasha, thank you so much for being here. You've been amazing. We're going to send you to the green room with some food and come on back after our 60-second mind shift. So for those that are still here watching on live, don't forget there is our gift link down below. Make sure you give a chance to get that. Make sure if you click that, boom, you get the victory bell. So take that boost and go start changing your life. All right. Okay, Natasha, see you shortly. All right. So while Natasha is enjoying that, guess what? I want to ask all of you, what if all it took was 60 seconds for you to create a mind shift? Let's go. When you throw a rock into a lake, what happens? No, there's a splash. You make an impact, and then you get waves. And then you don't know where those waves are going. Those waves are going past around the reeds, and you don't know where that impact is. So all of you out there, when you're on stage, you don't know where your impact is going to end. It's never going to end. All right, folks. So, one of the most fun things that Natasha talked about today was about about the book by Shonda Rhimes, A Year Yes. Now, for those of you that are Bridgerton fans, I love Shonda Rhimes in that. She was great, and uh, and I remember thinking, there was a movie years ago too called uh, Yes Man by Jim Carrey. And I remember he was going through a tough patch in his life. And because he was closed off to everything, he got into some kind of program where, part of the program was you had to say yes to everything, as long as it wasn't life threatening. And so he did that. All of a sudden, everything in his life changed. He found a new girl, found a new job, found new opportunities, made new friends. And I want to ask you something. One thing I started doing a couple years ago, and I think it's kind of funny. I think I almost went through a similar journey. Was that I kept telling myself, no, I can't be a speaker. I can't be a podcaster. I can't get up on stages and speak to thousands of people. I can't do this. I forced myself through Toastmasters and through other things to learn about how to become a much more profound speaker, how to take the stage with authority, how to speak in a manner that provides authority to the audience and makes a genuine connection in spite of my speech problems. And as a result of that, people have told me now, wow, you're so inspiring. Wow, you're so amazing. I'm like, I'm just trying to survive. But I'm glad that my journey has been able to help other people be inspired to start doing more in their lives. And it all started with me saying, you know what? Instead of saying out of 10,000 things, I can't do 9,990, in fact, I can say yes to 9,990 out of 10,000 things. Maybe there's 10 things I can't do. Maybe I can't be an air traffic controller, because lives are at stake. I don't want to get stuck on the wrong word or block or terminal and, have people who speak crashing, right? Or I'm not going to be a professional auctioneer. I'm fine with that, right? So, but there's still 9,999 things I can still do, right? Because I said yes. And that's all it takes, my friends. My show right now today, Natasha is our guest number 427 in just over 3 years. And this is insane how fast this grew. I can't believe how fast this changed for me. And I've actually slowed down in the past year. I took time off because my mom was sick. The last month after my mom passed away, I didn't do any interviews for the past month. And only this week, I just started up again. So we're gonna still get 500 by the end of this year because I learned to build the plane as we fly it. And your life is the same thing. You have one life to live, one game token. If you go to the arcade, you get 3 lives. Well, in your real life, you get 1 life to live. And you have to build it as you fly it. That's all it's going to take. But say yes and be open to all the amazing opportunities out there for you. All right, so let's bring Natasha back and find out if she saved me any food. Hey, so how was the food? Did you save me any?
Unfortunately, I didn't. You might have to.
That's okay. I'll just call him back.
Yes.
So Natasha, tell me, what was your big takeaway from that 60-second mind shift, and what would you add to it?
Well, I would take away exactly what you said, that, to take the opportunity and say yes to anything that comes your way. And the only thing I would add to it is to let people know that your false insecurities, they are, they have no real evidence. And, they only exist if you believe in them. But the truth is, you're capable of more than you think. You've proven that you are capable more than, some people think.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I mean, just take the like a Muhammad Ali approach. He told everybody in the world, I'm the best in the world. I'm the champ. I'm the best in the world. He believed it himself. He knew he was a champion before everybody realized it. Right. So, and your success and your beliefs are the same way. Your belief in yourself will manifest first through you, and only after that will other people believe you. Because if you don't believe in yourself, it's not going to happen. But once you do believe, people feel that light, and then they want to be a part of it. Right?
Yeah.
All right, Natasha, we're near the end of our time. I got one last question for you, and I just want to say again, thank you for being here and being so amazing. You got to ring the victory bell for changing people's lives, and just keep doing what you're doing. Keep fighting the good fight. If someone gave you a blank check, what is your grand vision to change the world?
My grand vision, if I had a blank check, would be to help everyone that's struggling with imposter syndrome to get into their to find their authentic self and be exactly who you are, exactly who God made you to be.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. All right, thank you, Natasha. You've been an amazing guest. Everybody else there that's watching on the live, you thrive. On the replay, you get to play again. This is Coach Roger. As always, don't fake it till you make it. Instead, believe it and become it. And I'll see everybody on the next show. Bye-bye. Hey, Natasha. All right, 3 quick questions and we're out of here. What was your favorite part about being on the show today?
My favorite part was actually just the comfort with your questions. You actually just made me feel comfortable And so I would say that was just my favorite part. It's just feeling comfortable with the
Nice, nice.
entire interview.
Thank you for that.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what was your biggest aha moment in the show? Anything you learned or surprised you or stood out?
My aha moment was
Mhm.
um I really can't say I enjoyed the entire thing. I enjoyed the mindset that you did at the end, and
Mhm.
I guess maybe my aha moment is that this is something that's anyone can do. Anyone can overcome any.
Absolutely. Oh, there you go. Anyone can do it. I
Yes.
love it. I love it. All right, last question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you recommend me to somebody else's show or stage?
10.
10. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. All right. Thanks so much. Podcast crew knows what to do from here. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye.